The episode opens with a desperate scene. Natsuki, our protagonist, is calling out for help, his voice echoing in the darkness. Someone, Atri. Rise. Suddenly, Atri appears, her voice firm and reassuring. I will be your leg, Natsuki, she declares. Natsuki, confused, asks, my leg? Atri confirms, explaining that she wants to make Natsuki's wish come true. The scene is tense, with Natsuki pleading for Atri to stop. She persists, stating that as long as she's a humanoid, her top priority is to be useful to her master. The emotional exchange continues, Natsuki expressing his reluctance. I'm not okay with it. I'll be very lonely, he admits. Atri, however, is determined to fulfill Natsuki's wish, even at the cost of her own existence. The moment is interrupted by Natsuki's realization of Atri's uniqueness. Atri really isn't just an ordinary humanoid, he muses. Their conversation is abruptly cut short by the arrival of Catherine, a private investigator who stumbles into their lives, quite literally. She's visibly drunk and in a state of distress. Natsuki and Atri find themselves dealing with her drunken ramblings about life's options. A life with alcohol. And a life without alcohol. Oh, and a life with neither of those options, she exclaims, her logic clearly impaired by her inebriated state. As Catherine sobers up, she reveals the gravity of her situation. She's deeply in debt and entangled with dangerous people from the underworld. Natsuki, surprisingly knowledgeable about her past as a teacher, offers what little help he can. Catherine is taken aback by Natsuki's knowledge of her past, questioning how he knows about her former profession. Their conversation is interrupted by the sudden arrival of debt collector. The atmosphere turns tense as Natsuki realizes the danger they're in. In a quick decision, he orders Atri to go with Catherine and act as a decoy. Use that opportunity to escape, tells them. Atri, ever loyal, initially refuses to leave Natsuki's side. No, I cannot leave your side, Natsuki, she protests. But when Natsuki frames it as an order to defeat those trying to harm them, Atri reluctantly agrees. What follows is a high-stakes chase through the flooded streets. Atri and Catherine narrowly escape their pursuers, with Atri showcasing her impressive abilities. At one point, she attempts to use her rocket punch, but it seems to malfunction, leaving her confused about what just happened. What was that just now? She wonders aloud. Meanwhile, Natsuki deals with the attackers on his end. It becomes clear that they're actually after Atri. The one they're after is you, Catherine shouts to Atri as they flee. The pursuers have orders to destroy Atri if they can't capture her, adding a new layer of mystery to Atri's origins and importance. In a surprising turn of events, Catherine manages to negotiate with their attackers, turning the situation to her advantage. She walks away with enough money to pay off her debts, musing about the mysteries of life. To think I'd be able to pay off my debts this way. Life is full of mysteries, she says with a hint of disbelief in her voice. As Catherine prepares to leave, Natsuki makes an unexpected offer. He suggests she return to her old job as a teacher at the local school. Have you ever thought about coming back here? He asks. Catherine is initially skeptical, reminding Natsuki that she abandoned this place and that there's no place for her anymore. But Natsuki persists, revealing that the school isn't completely gone and that classes are still going on. Intrigued, Catherine visits the school and is moved to see her former students still attending classes, despite half the building being underwater. Children's joy at seeing their beloved Miss Hana-chan, Catherine's former name, is palpable. Miss Hana-chan! It's Miss Hana-chan, they exclaim excitedly. Overwhelmed with emotion, Catherine agrees to return as their teacher.
Hey there, fellow. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I wanted to take a quick moment to ask you what you think of this video so far. If you're liking it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, now's the perfect time to do it. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all my latest videos and updates, and you'll get to see even more awesome content. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Listen up. We're definitely going to make that tidal power generator, she declares, her voice filled with newfound determination. With renewed purpose, the group embarks on an ambitious project, building a tidal power generator to bring electricity back to the school. It's a challenging task, but with Atri's superhuman strength and everyone's determination, they make steady progress. The construction becomes a community effort, with children helping to carve styrofoam for molds, while adults handle the more technical aspect. Natsuki takes on the role of explaining the project to everyone. Details how the tidal power generator will work, using the natural ebb and flow of the tides to generate electricity. First, if we open up a hole there, then cover up this classroom with walls so no water comes in from the outside, what'll happen at full tide? He asks rhetorically. Seawater will come through the hole, and when it's low tide, the water will recede from the hole. That flow is going to turn the turbine to create electricity. That's how tidal power works. He goes on to explain the importance of sustainability in their design, introducing the concept of FRP, fiber-reinforced plastic, to create durable turbine blades that can withstand the corrosive seawater. FRP holds up well against erosion, and it's plenty strong. Most importantly, even if it breaks, as long as we have a mold, we can remake it immediately, Natsuki explains to the group. As they work, we see the bonds between characters grow stronger. Atri, in particular, shows increasing signs of human-like emotions. She expresses anxiety about being separated from Natsuki and happiness when included in group activities, even though she doesn't need to eat. During a meal break, when offered food, Atri responds with genuine appreciation. Yes, it's good, despite not needing sustenance. The episode takes a lighter turn as we see Atri's more innocent side. In a comical scene, Atri struggles with bathing, leading to some awkward interactions with Natsuki. Crying out loud, learn to do this on your own, Natsuki exclaims, exasperated. Atri, misunderstanding social norms, asks Natsuki to wash her back, much to his embarrassment. In a tender nighttime scene, Atri expresses her happiness at being needed by Natsuki. It made me happy that you needed me, she says softly. She mentions logging the time he hugged her, showing a very human desire for closeness. Natsuki, flustered, tries to dismiss her as just a piece of scrap, but Atri playfully threatens him with her rocket punch if he says that again. I said I'd use my rocket punch if you said that again, didn't I? She warns, a hint of mischief in her voice. The episode culminates with the completion of the tidal power generator. As night falls, the group gathers anxiously to see if their hard work will pay off. The turbine begins to turn, slowly at first, then faster and faster. It's turning. It's turning, someone shouts excitedly. When they flip the switch, lights flicker to life, filling the school with a warm glow for the first time in years. The success of the project brings joy and hope to everyone involved. We see children excitedly planning to bring books and fans to the newly lit school. Can I bring some books to read? One child asks eagerly. I'm gonna bring a fan. Another chimes in. Catherine, moved to tears, thanks Natsuki for returning and making this possible. Thank you so much for coming back, she says, her voice choked with emotion. In the final moments, Atri observes the happiness around her. When asked if she's happy too, she admits that while she is, she lacks the function to cry. I am. But I cannot cry. I don't have that function, she explains. Natsuki, in a touching gesture, shows her how to smile instead. Then you can just smile, he says gently, demonstrating with his own smile. Like this. The episode closes with Atri mimicking Natsuki's smile, her face lighting up with genuine joy. It's a powerful image. Atri, the robot who had slept at the bottom of the ocean for years, now smiling brightly, having led Natsuki and the entire community towards a brighter future. As the lights of the school shine in the background, we're left with a sense of hope and the promise of new beginnings in this submerged world.